book of Exodus fast forwards a whole 40 years since Moses' birth and adoption, when one day, while he was out among the people, he witnessed an Egyptian beating a Hebrew. After making sure the coast was clear, Moses attacked the Egyptian and murdered him, burying him in the sand. The next day, Moses went out among the people again. He attempts to break up a fight between two other Hebrews. Moses' worst fear was realized when one of the Hebrew men sarcastically asked who made him king, and if Moses was going to kill him like he killed the Egyptian the day before. Moses' brief occupation as a caped crusader fails and panic sets in. Even worse, word had reached the Pharaoh of Moses' deed. Moses promptly flees to the land of Midian, where he will reside as a shepherd in exile for the next 40 years.
During those many days, the king of Egypt died, and the people of Israel groaned and cried out for help. Their cry for rescue came up to God.
The Exodus account makes yet another 40-year time jump. Egypt is 40 years in the rearview mirror, and up to this point, a distant memory. While on a day like any other, Moses is out tending his flock. But Moses notices a burning bush that wasn't being consumed by the fire. Curious, Moses investigates the burning bush. The weirdness level reaches 11 when the bush begins speaking to him.
"Moses, Moses." And Moses said, "Here I am." Then he said, "Do not come near. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place on which you are standing is holy ground."
After identifying himself as the God of his fathers from the burning bush, God commands Moses to bring his people out of Egypt. After 40 years of being a shepherd of sheep, Moses is to become a shepherd of God's people. The hesitant Moses asks God for his ID. So God transforms Moses' staff into a serpent. And when God commanded Moses to pick up the serpent, it reverted back into his staff. Still skeptical of the burning bush, Moses gets his hand turned leprous. When he placed it back in his cloak, it became healed. Moses, finally confident of God's credentials, is now unconvinced he's the right man for the job. He pleads with God that he's not eloquent enough to be a leader. God, losing his patience, compromises with Moses, and God will allow his brother Aaron to accompany him on the mission. In spite of being called on by God himself to take on the task of freeing 2 million Hebrews from slavery, Moses still sees to it that his earthly obligations are satisfied. Moses receives the blessing of Jethro, his boss and father-in-law. Their responsibilities squared away, Moses and Aaron head down to Egypt for their confrontation with the ruler of the world.